Hello guys, good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Pulsar Banerjee and you're watching Automania. Guys, I'm here at Banerjee Bajaj to review the all new Pulsar P150, their latest offering. And last कुछ महीनों से हम लोगों ने देखा है Bajaj are bringing up their latest generation of Pulsars and latest generation of motorcycles. So why would Pulsar 150 be behind? So they are here with the all new P150. Guys, we will do the ride review, technical review and the specifications review in this very video. So guys, let's not waste any time and get started with the technical review of the P150 followed by the ride review. Bajaj Auto has launched the Pulsar P150 in the Indian market to rival the likes of Yamaha FZ. The new Pulsar series motorcycle has been launched in two variants, namely single disc and a twin disc model. The base model, christened as a single disc unit, gets a single disc brake up front and a rear drum unit, a single piece seat, a flat handlebar and a single piece pillion grab rail. The more premium twin disc version on the other hand gets disc both at front and at the rear, a split style seat, a clip-on style handlebar and a split style pillion grab rail. The Pulsar N250 inspired styling cues include a single pod headlight with LED DRL, tinted visor, fuel tank shrouds, 3D Pulsar branding, an engine cowl, underbelly exhaust and split style LED tail lamp at the back. Bajaj Auto has launched this motorcycle in 5 colors: racing red, Caribbean blue, ebony red black, ebony black blue and ebony black white. All paint themes features a color matched front fender, headlight mask and engine cowl along with rim stripes. The feature list across the range includes a projector headlamp with LED DRL, a semi-digital instrument console with an analog tachometer, an USB charger located near the tank and a single channel ABS. The console also shows the gear position indicator and a distance to empty readout. Both variants are powered by the same 149.68cc single-cylinder engine that delivers a peak power of 14.5 bhp at 8,500 rpm and 13.5 Newton meters of peak torque at 6,000 rpm. Bajaj Auto claims that 90% of the torque is available across the usable RPM range. The suspension hardware on both variants include telescopic front forks and a preload adjustable rear monoshock. The base model uses a 260mm disc brake up front, 130mm drum unit at the back to handle the anchoring task. Meanwhile, the twin disc version gets a 2mm front rotor and a 230mm disc at the rear for the braking duties. The base model also gets a relatively slimmer profile tire than the twin version. The Bajaj Pulsar P150 is a street bike which is available at a starting price of rupees 1,16,755 in India. It is available in 2 variants and 10 color options with 5 top variants starting from rupees 1,19,756 rupees. The Pulsar P150 weighs around 140 kgs and has a fuel capacity of 14 liters. Well, now that being said, let's take this bike out for a ride review and let's find out how this bike feels on the road. Okay guys, I have with me the Pulsar P150 and I'm so happy to say that I'll be the one of the first person to take a ride of this motorcycle in the city. And well, let's find out how this bike feels on the road. Okay, first impressions, it's lightweight, 140 kgs guys. Yes guys, 140 curb is the curb weight, and this is a top end variant, so we get the clip-on handlebars. And the clutch is hell light, man. It's hell light, trust me. It has no slipper clutch, but the clutch is very very light. And there is our Blackberry standing proudly after Gurudonmar ride. And if you have not watched that, go to the description box. You have the links that is coming up for the videos of Gurudonmar ride. Anyways, coming back to this bike, first impressions. Okay, we have a change in color in the display. It's orange this time, and we have the RPM limit indicator, then the indicator lights. Yes, indicator lights, neutral, battery, engine service light, upper dipper light, and gear position indicator, speedometer, odo, fuel gauge. Yes, interesting one. So it starts quite effortlessly, and let's take this bike off on a ride and see how this performs, guys. Let's find out. The clutch is so light, guys. The clutch is extremely light, इतना लाइट कि मैं क्या कहूँ. ABS की लाइट जल रही है क्योंकि the speedometer is not connected. Okay, that is not a huge deal breaker. Anyways, pushing the bike. Yes, it behaves like a 150 because it is a 150. Anyways, it's not way out powerful that will blow your mind, but it is good enough, to give you that kick on day-to-day riding basis. The bike feels very light, guys, very light. And brakes are good. 260 millimeters up front and 230 millimeters at the rear for the double disc variant, whereas a single disc variant, the rear comes with a drum setup. But you have an RLP, that is a rear lift protection that doesn't allow the bike to lift off when you are braking on panic situations. And focusing on this motorcycle, it feels very nippy, and yes, you do feel a bit, you want more power, guys, for these motorcycles, but because of this BS6 emission norms, the power is significantly cut down from all the bikes, actually, not only from this. And clutch, guys, clutch, I'm in love with the clutch. It is so light, it is feather light. I can use by one hand. Just look at it. It's so light. One finger. I can use it by one finger. Okay, after a bit of fueling up, and we are back on this. Guys, sorry about the gloves, man. I forgot once again. Anyways, pushing the bike, I cannot check the top speed because the speedometer connected nahi hai, lekin I expect it to go around 115, 120 very easily. Torque, power, and the engine. Let's talk about that. 150cc single cylinder air cooled engine, जहाँ पे ऑल कूलिंग नहीं, unlike the N160. and इसमें आपको मिलेगा max power of 14.5 PS at 8,500 RPM, guys. And talking about the torque, it is around 13.5 Newton meters at 6,000 RPM. Guys, power and torque is adequate, not out of the world and not very low. So wo bhi hai, it's adequate. They can see these bikes are mainly for city commuting and small touring. It's not main hard and fast long touring. It's for basically for city commutes in a sporty way. ये जो टॉप एंड वेरिएंट है, यहाँ पे आपको मिलती है क्लिप ऑन हैंडल बार, स्प्लिट स्टाइल सीट. आपका रियर जो टायर है, इट इज 110 सेक्शन, जबकि जो बेस मॉडल है उसमें आपको मिलती है 100 section rear tire, जो कि I feel is a bit too skinny. And talking about the brakes, the top end variant, which is this one, gets dual disc front and back with a single channel ABS setup with RLP, rear lift protection system. And the base model gets single disc up front, and rear it has 130 millimeters drum brake setup with RLP, that is RLP standard across both the bikes. And now if I try to talk about the suspension, the front suspension, guys, is quite decent, not too much of a fancy thing. 31 millimeter telescopic front forks, and Okay, let me go to city traffic and try to understand this bike. Yes, 31 millimeter telescopic front forks and rear suspension is a monoshock. Okay, the ground clearance is 165 millimeters, which is I feel ample. It's really ample. You don't need nothing more than that in a city. At least 14-liter fuel tank with a mileage of around 40-45 kph kilometer to a liter. I think you have got a decent tank range. The split style seat do add to the comfort if you are taking the top end variant, but the base variant gets the single seat layout. The front looks okay, थोड़ी सी it is similar towards the old Pulsar generation in the corners and all, but it is mostly towards the newer generation of Bajaj design theme line. And the rear tail lamp तो exactly identical है guys, इसमें क्या कहना, कोई changes है नहीं, indicators भी same है, a halogen setup, no fancy LEDs in the indicator system, no hazard system, switch gear and instrumentation is good, nothing fancy, but upper dipper, pass indicator on, and you have the kill switch and engine start switch. That's it, nothing too much to talk about that. If I talk about the maneuverability guys, because of the lightweight you can easily flick around the motorcycle left and right. You can easily flick about left and right guys. Yes, no problem with that. I was trying to do exactly the same, and you can easily flick the motorcycle. If I push it, the bike is having enough torque in low end. Let's try that again. I'm in second gear, and let's come down to 3000 rpm. Okay, we have a docky here. Okay, we have 4000 rpm. From 5 to 7000 rpm we get that kick guys. That power is there in 5 to 7000 rpm. And if you see the power spec sheet, the max torque which is coming around 6000 rpm, 13.5 newton meters, so it is justified that the power will be coming more in that 6000 rpm mark and 5 to 7000 rpm mark. Brake is good. I'll just do a brake test. Yes, brake is good. The bite is good, but there is no branding on the brake, so we don't know which company is giving, but there is no branding. One thing I don't like about this bike, I'll show you a bit later, that is the swing arm section. That looks so outdated, man. There is no cover or anything. It should have been a bit modern. It looks so outdated. I think because of the cladding wheel hugger which is missing, it is looking very lean and so bland. And if yes, brakes feel good. Suspension, it's a bit on the harder side, I must say. It's not too soft, but well, does the job well. Guys, this is not a bike you're looking for performance. This is a bike you're looking for commuting in a sporty way. There is a difference. And यहाँ पे आपको मिल जाती है चार्जर, so the charging port, so that your phone doesn't run out of juice. यहाँ पे लगा लीजिए phone holder, and yes, your phone will be charged all throughout the day, even in the longer ride. Sitting position is comfortable. Saddle height 790 millimeters, so I can easily reach on the ground. मेरा पैर एकदम आराम से नीचे रीच हो रही है, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. एंड प्राइसिंग की बात करते हैं गाइस, प्राइसिंग तो मैंने ऑलरेडी बता दिया आपको. इट इज़ अराउंड 1,16,000 फॉर द बेस वेरिएंट एंड 1,19,500 फॉर द टॉप एंड वेरिएंट एक शोरूम. आई थिंक 3,500 ज़्यादा देके या 3,500-4,000 ज़्यादा देके आपको टॉप एंड वेरिएंट लेना ही चाहिए, क्योंकि इसमें फीचर्स बहुत ज़्यादा है. आपको मोटा टायर मिलता है, थिकर टायर, क्लिप ऑन हैंडल बार, स्पीड स्टाइल सीट, रियर डिस्क. बस ये तो आपको 3,000 से ज़्यादा ही पड़ेगा अगर आप अलग से लेने चाहोगे तो स्पीडोमीटर डिटेल्स तो बहुत कुछ है. गियर पोजीशन इंडिकेटर, स्पीडोमीटर और किलोमीटर्स, टाइम, और क्या है देखते. इट्स अ बिट हार्ड. इंस्टेंट फ्यूल एफिशिएंसी, यस, बट बहुत ही हार्ड है गाइस, ट्रस्ट मी. प्रेसिंग द कीज, इट्स सो टफ, इट्स very hard. One second, I've already given you the overview of the bike. Still I'll give another time कि रियल लाइफ में कैसा लगता है. वो तो मैंने सिनेमैटिक्स में आपको दिया था, आपको मैं दिखाऊंगा रियल लाइफ में कैसे दिखती है बाइक. लेट मी गेट सम स्पेस टू शो यू. ओके, आई थिंक आई हैव हियर. अबे ये थोड़ा गंदा है ये प्लेस. ओके, I think I can show you here. Anyways, there are a lot of cars for sale over here. So चलो, I think इंजन कट ऑफ स्विच है कि नहीं स्टैंड में देखना होगा. यस, साइड स्टैंड कट ऑफ भी है. साइड स्टैंड का वो बहुत से इंपॉर्टेंट सेफ्टी फीचर है आपके बाइक के लिए. एनीवेज गाइस, दैट्स द बाइक we are talking about. The Bajaj Pulsar P150 looks काफी similar है to that of the N160, but things are a bit different. जो कि मैं बोल रहा था मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता. Let me show that first. This section looks so bad man. It looks so like it looks unfinished. लगता है खत्म नहीं किया गया ठीक से यार. ये वाला पार्ट अगर आप देख रहे हैं तो I am not fan. यहाँ पे अगर होता तो that would have covered up this one, but I'm not a fan of this one. Anyways, यहाँ पे आपको मिलता है अंडर साइड बेली एग्जॉस्ट. फुल स्टैंड आपको दिया जाता है. आपको मिलता है किक स्टार्ट, जो कि बहुत लोग पसंद करते हैं. किक स्टार्ट सिस्टम मिल जाती है. सिंगल हॉर्न, फ्रंट सिंगल चैनल ABS आपको लिखा है ABS, सिंगल चैनल ABS. आपको जो लुक है करीबन पुराना पल्सर की तरह ट्राई किया गया थोड़ा सा लुक देने के लिए यहाँ पे, लेकिन इट इज़ वेरी मच द न्यू एज पल्सर, द न्यू जनरेशन ऑफ पल्सर. एंड प्रोजेक्टर हेडलाइट अपर डिपर दोनों. यहाँ पे आपको मिलती है DRLs. यहाँ पे हैलोजन इंडिकेटर्स, आपकी इन्फिनिटी डिस्प्ले विथ ऑरेंज बैकलिट. अब आपको ब्लू बैकलिट आता है N160 में. चार्जिंग पोर्ट है. 14 लीटर्स का टैंक है. 110 section tire at the rear for the top end variant, 100 for the base model. The front tire is 100 section for both the tires, for both the models. 17 inches tires है. And okay guys, the rear look is exactly the same like that N160 and the 250 एग्जैक्टली सेम है. कुछ चेंज नहीं है रियर में लुक. लेकिन हाँ, ये बाइक थोड़ा स्लिम लगता है आपको, थोड़ा स्लिम एंड हैंडसम लगेगा आपको. लाइट वेट लगेगा, थोड़ा हल्का है N160 एंड 250 से. एंड 140 kg गाइस, वेरी लाइट. ग्राउंड क्लियरेंस आप देखिए, इट्स एम्पल. 165 आपका ग्राउंड क्लियरेंस है. गियर बॉक्स आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ पे 114 अप 5 स्पीड गियर बॉक्स है विदाउट स्लीपर क्लच. लेकिन क्लच इज डेड लाइट गाइस. क्लच तो बहुत लाइट है. मजा आ गया, क्लच इतना लाइट है. ओके, मैं काम करता हूँ सेम गियर में, देखता हूँ खींचता है कि नहीं. एफर्टलेस गाइस. अभी मैं थर्ड गियर में जाना ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. एफर्टलेस, नो प्रॉब्लम्स एट ऑल. एक सेकंड, फोर्थ गियर ट्राई करता हूँ. ओके, फोर्थ गियर में हूँ अभी. 0 में आई एम एट स्टैंड स्टिल. यस, इट इज स्ट्रगलिंग बट आराम से ले लिया गाइस. वो देखो छपरी रीलोडेड जैसे कि आइए लोग. एनीवेज, फोर्थ गियर में ही वेंट लाइक अ बटर मैन. आई डिडंट एक्सपेक्ट दिस टू हैपन. इतना स्मूथ इवन फोर्थ गियर में विदाउट एनी नॉकिंग एंड ऑल. मैंने फोर्थ गियर अभी तक चेंज नहीं किया. ओके, it's going very smoothly. Another important thing which I would like to say you before I forget, this bike is not a DTSI. इसमें आपको सिंगल स्पार्क प्लग मिलेगा. टू इन स्पार्क प्लग नहीं है. इट इज अ सिंगल स्पार्क प्लग यूनिट एंड जो कि पेटेंटेड थे. डुअल टू इन स्पार्क प्लग जो बजाज का पेटेंटेड है, लेकिन इसमें सिंगल स्पार्क प्लग मिलते ही आपको. टू DTSI नहीं है, तो बी वेरी श्योर अबाउट इट. दिस डिफरेंस है. और ब्रेक्स तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे. टॉर्क लो एंड में बहुत अच्छी है गाइस. मैं फोर्थ गियर से पुल किया, आपको कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं आया है. इट गाइस, लेट मी नो व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दिस मोटरसाइकिल. पेटी बेसिक टेस्ट राइड टॉप स्पीड में नहीं कर पाया बिकॉज यहाँ पे अवेलेबल नहीं है, लेकिन जो कि मुझे लग रहा है 150-120 आराम से चले जाएगी. ये बाइक इज प्रेटी स्मूथ इन लोअर एंड. न्यू जनरेशन ऑफ पल्सर्स आर हियर गाइस. आई वेटेड फॉर टेकिंग द thumbnail and let's push once. Okay, goes till 10,000 RPM and expected what I feel the speed is above 90 very easily. Well, this is fast. This is properly fast guys.
It's not a slouch motorcycle by any means. Because it's light, you can feel the pull very nicely. Because weight बहुत ही हल्का है. Okay, and the brake is so responsive, so responsive. Okay, right now I think I'm around 100 kph, and yes, the bike is holding on to it very effortlessly, guys, very effortlessly. कोई problem नहीं है. आराम से it is cruising, and it's a brand new motorcycle, brand new. मतलब सर्विसिंग के बाद और भी बाइक खुलेगी. And I think I've covered all the details including pricing. और EMI की बात करते हैं. EMI में अगर ये बाइक आपको लेनी है तो आपको मिनिमम डाउन पेमेंट जो की है वो होगा अराउंड 21,000 रुपीज़, एंड फॉर 42 मंथ्स आपको देनी पड़ेगी 3,200 रुपीज़ पर मंथ. That's the EMI scheme for this motorcycle, the lowest possible scheme which I said you, for 42 months and 21,000 rupees down payment. And अगर आपको ये बाइक लेनी है और आप दुर्गापुर एरिया में है, you can get in touch with Banerjee Bajaj. The details are in the description box. फ़ोन नंबर नीचे आ रहा होगा आपका. और ये उन लोगों का शोरूम है जो कि है भिरिंगी मोड़, बेनाचिटी, दुर्गापुर में. For any queries you can get in touch with them. Okay, from where do I enter? I need to go to that side. Okay, I'll just do a bit of off-roading before ending this video, guys. यहाँ पे तो ओके, यहाँ पे ऑफ रोड पैच शायद आगे है, पीछे था ऑफ रोड पैच. एनीवेज गाइस, मुझे बाइक बहुत अच्छी लगी. इट्स अ वेरी पास, इससे ना छोटा पैकेट बड़ा धमाका वाला बाइक है ये. 150 सीसी, 14.5 PS, 30.5 न्यूटन ऑफ पीक टॉर्क, क्वाइट फ्लिकेबल, लाइट मोटरसाइकिल, 140 kgs ग्राउंड क्लियरेंस बहुत ही अच्छी है. सैडल हाइट बहुत ही एक्सेसिबल है at 790 millimeters. So overall a very potent motorcycle, guys. And if you like this review, and if you love reviews like this, you know what to do. Like, comment, share and subscribe to Automania, guys. Subscribe karo. And our Gurudonmar series is streaming on our channel. Do watch it after ending this video, and I'm sure you would love it, guys. Oh my god, that brings me to the end of this episode of Automania, guys. And as I always say before ending, wear helmets when you're riding, wear your seatbelts while driving, and never drink and drive, guys. Never drink and drive. This is Pulsar G. You're watching Automania. This is the latest Pulsar P150 from Bajaj. Signing off. Ta-da.